Patrick, 9 p.m. every Tuesday, on PatMac Radio UK.
Praise the Lord, somebody. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord as you listen to me. Today is a new day. It is important that we come here this evening. And it is important that we meet at this time of the day. It is that time again. It's 9 o'clock and on a Tuesday evening. And we are here to listen to wisdom. We are here to share wisdom. This is PatMac Radio UK. My name is Patrick, and this is Time with Patrick. May God bless anyone who is listening to us from here and far. If you are listening to us on radio and on Facebook, may God bless you as you listen to us. And you can be sure of one thing, that today you are going to hear the word of God. And you are not just going to hear the word of God, you are going to hear the word that will develop your mindset. The word that will lift you up, the word that will show you the way. You see, most of the time when they say that it is the word that brings liberty, you sometimes ask yourself that how is the liberty going to come? Most of the people who go to church, when you go and they say that receive it, do you ask yourself, what are you receiving? May God bless you for tuning in here. And if you are listening, my name is Patrick, and this is Time with Patrick. As you listen, I want you to share the program for someone to benefit. Share the program and someone would benefit and be blessed. You may never know. You see, some of the things that we do or say here, it is important that we share for people to listen, so that because someone may be seeking truth, someone may be seeking a word somewhere, and you may never know. You may be the blessing by sharing the program. So if you are listening, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to share for me. Call someone, and your life will never be the same. As I said, my name is Patrick. Today we are going to be talking about some things that supports life, some things that work for you in life. The reason why when you pray you don't receive. The reason why you can lose focus, you can lose your way to your success. You see, so most of the time when you are living life, you realize that success and failure, they are both predictable. Both success and failure are predictable. So what you do in life will determine how you live your life, will determine whether you are going to succeed in what you are doing or you are not going to succeed in what you are doing. And therefore, if you want to live a life that is worth it, you need to take principles into account, principles that will make you succeed in life. And once those principles are working, then I can tell you for sure that you are going to succeed in life. Today I'm going to talk about management. I'm going to talk about management, how you would manage your life in a way to achieve what your Creator has sent you to achieve. I want to remind you that if you want any updates, if you want any news, if you want to buy and sell, you can go on our website patmacradio.co.uk, and then you would you can join our club, you can receive discounts, you can buy and sell on this website. And the more you do that, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be reaching out to the world. God bless anyone who is listening to us. Today is a new day. Today is a fresh day that we are going to tap into the wisdom of God. One thing that I want you to understand, that when God made the heavens and the earth, the Creator never wanted man to come and then just stay in churches and worship Him. That is not the main reason why He made man. And when I talk like this, I sometimes get into trouble, because from the start, we have been taught that the reason why God made us is actually to worship Him. And today I am telling you that the reason why God made you is not only to worship Him. And that goes against the traditional teachings of the church. And when that happens, then the religious people start arguing their way. But the question is that the reason why God made us? If God only made us to worship Him, then why do we go through everything that we are going through? We'll go through all these things just for one thing, to worship God. That is not the only reason why He made us. God did not only make us to come and worship Him. He made us for some specific purposes. And that specific purpose is written down clearly. Just that because society wants to use the church as a point of control, as a tool to control the mindsets of people, they jump over the real truth and then create their own truth and use them. This evening we are going to dive into all these. This evening we are going to talk about some of the purposes for which God created us. The Creator never made us to come and just live life and go away. The Creator made us that we will come and then fulfill purpose. Everything the Creator made was made to fulfill purpose. You are important. You are important here. You are important here on earth. You are important here where you are. You are important in your home, at your workplace. Don't let anyone or anybody try to deceive you that you are not important. You are important wherever you go. And therefore, you must come to a realization that you are important. Until that realization is achieved, ladies and gentlemen, it will be difficult. It will be difficult. But once that realization is achieved, then you can stand on that to work on the purpose with which you have been created for. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I want to talk about is that everything the Creator made was made for a purpose. Nothing that was made, that is alive, that is living, that was made by Him, nothing was made without a purpose. As a matter of fact, you can think from the largest animal to the smallest animal. You can think, when you name them, you will be able to figure out every little thing that they are responsible for. And once you realize that all these things are for the purpose of creation, then you know that you coming on this land is for a purpose. And it's very clear when the Bible said in Genesis chapter 2 verses 5. Genesis chapter 2 verses 5. Genesis chapter 2 verses 5 is very clear. He said that when God made everything, when everything had been finished, the Creator did not allow rain to fall on the earth. Why didn't He allow rain to fall on the earth? He didn't allow anything to grow. Why wasn't anything growing? Because there was no rain falling on the earth. Why was rain not falling on the earth? Because if rain should fall, something will grow. And then it went on to say that nothing was growing and no rain was falling because there was no man to cultivate the earth. There was no man to work the earth. There was no man to manage the earth. The purpose of man is to manage the resources of the earth. The purpose of man is to manage the creations of the Creator. The Creator is not here. The Creator will not be here. The Creator actually made a law stopping him from operating in this realm. And therefore, he needed someone to stand in and manage all these resources for him. And that is why he made you. You listening to me right now, wherever you may be listening from, wherever you are hearing my voice from, trust me and know and understand that your purpose is inside of you. Everything that you need to fulfill purpose is in the inside of you. The problem is you have been taught that God lives in the cloud. And therefore, when you are praying, you must look up. The problem is your community, your society, your tradition taught you that heaven is in the sky. And therefore, whenever you are seeking yourself, you must look outside yourself. That is the problem. I am here to change that mindset. Because the purpose that you were created, the purpose that the Creator laid in you, is actually located in the inside of you. I read a wise word from a wise man. He said that I wanted to talk to God, so I went into prayer. And when I was praying, I realized I was talking to myself. Everything that we need has been written down clearly for us. And at the end of the day, it is up to us to look within us and discover whenever you are seeking for your purpose, you need to look in the inside of you and discover the purpose with which God has created you with. And today we are looking at one of the purposes. There are numerous purposes, but today we are looking at the management aspect of it. Now, when God made the heavens and the earth, nothing was growing on earth. Nothing was happening on earth. There were no weeds, there were no trees, there were no leaves, there were nothing. Because there was no rain. Because the moment the rain comes, then it means that someone must be there to manage the place. And therefore God made man for that management. The first purpose of man was to manage the resources effectively for God. If you don't manage these resources effectively, there will be mismanagement of these resources. Every creation the Creator created is looking up to man to manage the resources correctly. And that is why when we don't manage ourselves well and we put plastics in the sea, the fishes will die. When we cut the trees, the animals will die. God brought man here for effective management, so that every creation that has been created would benefit from the effective management of man. And that is why we have the power to manage these things. But these times you realize that greed has set in. And that is why these times are important. It is important that you stay with time with Patrick. Because it's only here that we will face the fact. Because here we don't take offering, we don't take tithes. As a matter of fact, if you don't tune in, it doesn't affect me in any way. But I need you to stay here so that you will hear the truth and the truth only. Here I speak the truth. Man was brought here to manage the affairs of the earth. And therefore, it is up to man to plan the affairs. It is up to man to locate the affairs. It is up to man to know what he or she is doing. To manage the affairs. The day-to-day activities. The day-to-day activities of this place. You are here to manage it. Man is here to manage the resources. The gold, the trees, the sea, the water bodies, the minerals, everything that has been embedded in the bellies of the earth. Man is here to manage it. Man is here to ensure the effectiveness of continuation. Which means that we cannot have extinction of trees. We cannot have the extinctions of baobab tree. We cannot have the extinctions of certain animals. We cannot have the extinctions of certain insects. How we came to meet this place, we must leave it the way that we came to meet it. Which means the management of continuation is important. Because the Creator created this and created a cycle for it. And therefore that cycle must continue. And man was placed here to manage efficiency. Now, if you have realized there is no pandemic or there is no disaster that just happens. Every disaster or pandemic happens as per the affairs of men. So if men are not doing their things right, if men are not managing themselves right, if men are not managing nature right, a pandemic or a disaster happens. You can check from the Bible, you can check when the flood of Noah, it came from people not managing themselves right. You can check the Egyptians, they didn't manage themselves right. There was a disaster. Every disaster that happens in the history of men were due to the mismanagement of men. You can realize that recently we were having a tsunami, that is the sea coming on earth and killing people. When you check the history, when you check the affairs of governments, you realize that the testing of atomic bombs in the sea constituted immensely to the shifting of the tectonic plates. You need to be quite technical to understand these things. And when the tectonic plates shifted, then you see tsunamis under the sea. And when it happens, it brings the water on the earth, and it will be a disaster. The affairs of men. Men cannot even manage themselves well. And when it happens that way, it becomes difficult. Because we are here to make the things work, but we are destroying everything that we came to meet. This is serious. So how can we ensure that the above that I have listed, how can we ensure that man will be able to manage the affairs of the earth? Man will be able to manage the resources of the earth. Man will be able to ensure the continuation of effectiveness, and man will be able to ensure efficiency in your life. If you are listening to me wherever you are listening to me from, in your life, if you want things to work, apply this principle that I'm talking about. In your life, if you want to have or see success, apply this principle that I am talking about. Man was brought here to manage, not to worship God only. And therefore, if you are living your life, if you are undertaking a business, if you are going into any sector in life, whatever you are doing, if you want to see success, you must manage what you are doing properly. If you want to see success, management is paramount. The culture of management, the culture of efficiency, the culture of effectiveness. Once you are able to bring these things to life, then you can actually succeed in life. So how can we go back to these things? How can we make sure we are managing our lives well? How can we make sure we are managing all these things effectively? How can we stop the greed that has engulfed us and come into a realization of effective living, where everything will be on our doorsteps, that we can actually take advantage of our purpose and our effectiveness? Number one, if you are listening to me, and if you can or if you may, you can write these points down. It is very, very important. We cannot just sit here and then live life and die and not actually enjoy the benefits of our lives. We cannot just sit here and live life and the only thing that we will be remembered for is our tombstone. If we are managing our lives and if we are actually living an effective life, then these things must be principles that we would use to live our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, these things have worked for me. I have written them down, and I am a living testimony of all these things. I am a living testimony of all these things, ladies and gentlemen. But you see, anytime you talk about these things, people, I don't know. If you have a pen and a paper, you can start. You can continue to write. The first thing to consider in order for you to live effective life or manage the affairs that God has brought to you very well is to make up your mind to achieve. Now, my mother, Ekuafua, you are listening to me from Ghana. Ekuafua, God richly bless you. God bless you for the feedback. Thank you very much for your feedback. I have seen and I have acknowledged it. Please let me know if everything is well. Thank you very much, my mother. So, as I am saying, to be able to manage yourself properly, to be able to manage all these things effectively, ladies and gentlemen, you need to make up your mind that you want to achieve. You cannot just live a loose life. What do I mean by a loose life? You cannot just decide that anything goes. You need to make up your mind that this life that you are living, you are going to make it. And you making it, you are not just going to make it through illegal means. You are going to make it through every legal means that you know of. If it is work you are working to make it. If it is anything you are doing to its effectiveness. And therefore you are doing to make it in life. Success don't just come. Success comes by hard work and planning. Therefore, if you want to make it in life, if you want to fulfill the purpose why the Creator brought you here on earth, ladies and gentlemen, you need to make up your mind that you are going to fulfill the purpose. After making up your mind, you need to prepare. You need to prepare for the purpose. You see, it is important. Preparation here is quite important, yeah? Because if you don't prepare, when the opportunity comes, you will not be able to take advantage of it. You remember those of us who read the Bible. You remember the 10 virgins. All the moral lesson was talking about its preparation. Whenever you have made up your mind to achieve in life, if you do not prepare, ladies and gentlemen, you will not get what you want. The opportunity will come, but it will slip away. When the opportunity comes, you will not be able to take advantage of it. Now, let me give you an example. Someone who is waiting to become an electrical engineer, someone who is studying to become an electrical engineer, and is looking forward to making more money in giving his or her services as an electrical engineer. When this person makes up his or her mind that this is what I want to do, the person prepares by going to school to study how electrical engineer is done. When it happens that way, ladies and gentlemen, the person needs to prepare him or herself by making sure that everything that is in the books and is there to practice has been studied properly. If studies are not done properly, you realize that when you come out from school, when you actually start doing work, you will start getting clients calling you up and down. People will start calling you. That is opportunity presenting itself. Now, if you have prepared yourself properly, you will realize that you go out and serve clients, and you serve them effectively and neatly, that one client would recommend you to another. And by the time you realize your base work has expanded, But the people who go to school haphazardly, they do things anyhow. You realize that opportunity will present itself like opportunity will present to anybody. But you will come to realize that those who are not well prepared, they will do their jobs or their work anyhow. There will be no efficiency. There will be no perfection. Things will be done anyhow. And the same people you are serving will send word out and destroy your work. And at the end of the day, you go and sit in church and pray. Which God are you expecting to come and help you if you are not even prepared for the opportunity being given to you? God doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. God doesn't work that way. If you want to achieve, prepare for what you want to achieve. You make sure you clearly identify what you want to achieve, and prepare for what you want to achieve. You see, when someone tells you that in 10 years' time you are going to get this in life, the distance between the time you are told and the time the thing is going to come is the time you prepare. So if you are going to own a transportation business, maybe you were 12 years old when someone told you one day you own your own transportation company. Yes, you've been told, and it can come to pass. But you cannot just sit down and say, I am not going to learn how to drive. Who are you expecting to start to drive your first car for you? Everything that would happen to you, the first step is taken by you, not anybody. And therefore, if you are not prepared for the first step, how do you expect the thing to work? And that is what we have been talking about. Prepare. If you want to be an astronaut, prepare your mind. If you want to be a doctor, prepare. If you want to have your own company one day, prepare for it now. Prepare for it now. Prepare for it now. Preparation is paramount. And then as you are preparing, you must be specific what you want. Be specific with what you want. There are some people, when you talk to them and you ask them, what are you expecting God to do for you? They will be like, oh, I just want to live a good life. How do you live a good life? How do you work towards living a good life? You must be specific what you want. Be specific with what you want. Do you remember the story in the Bible where the rich man went out to call people to come and work? The people who came to come and work, they gave a price. The morning people gave a price. The afternoon people gave a price. The evening people gave a price. What you are specific with is what you get. Ladies and gentlemen, your choice is what nature would work out for you. So if you are deciding on the future and you don't decide on anything, or you just draw a vague line, you just say something abstract to yourself. Remember, God lives inside you, and therefore what you are thinking is what he works with. Therefore, if you are choosing a price for life, if you are choosing something you want to get in the future, you need to be specific with it, so that the forces of this earth will get something to work with. And then once you are specific with it, my fourth point is that you plan your achievement. So if you want to have a company in 10 years' time, today start planning it. When the time comes, what will be your company name? What will be the company goals? What will be your mission statements, your vision statements? How will you employ people? If you check the current currencies and the current market, how much are you going to pay people? How are you going to manage the people? You must plan your achievements. Planning is important in this. If you want to achieve in life, if you want to be successful in life, maybe you are somewhere that you have no hope. I am giving you hope today that whatever you want to achieve, if you want to achieve, you will achieve it. Plan. So if where you are right now, you see yourself that in the next 5 years you are going to open a company that is going to serve people, you must plan your vision, plan your dreams, plan your movement. And then when opportunity comes calling, that is my 5th point. When opportunity comes calling, do not be scared. Face opportunities. There are some people, when they are talking to people, they will be shaking. You must renew your mind. When opportunities start coming, make up your mind that you are going to face all opportunities that come your way. You are going to take advantage of all opportunities that come your way. Now, in taking advantage of these opportunities, it takes me to my 6th point. You need to set principles towards your goals. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot just live any life for you to achieve your goals. It doesn't work that way. You have everything. It doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. So assuming you are a preacher and then you want to lead a great church one day, you cannot just live any life. You cannot just live any life. So you are listening to me at this moment, and then you are looking forward to be like Richard Branson, to be the richest man in your family. You want to be the richest man in your family. Ladies and gentlemen, and you are living life that can make you sick for you to die tomorrow. You want to be the richest man in your family. You want to own the greatest company in your home. The whole family line, you want to be the greatest amongst them all. And you are drinking like you don't have head. I am not saying drinking is bad. But you know drinking will destroy your liver, right? And therefore, you cannot just live any life. You want to live a good life in the future. And you cannot close your flap. Your belt is always loose, chasing anything that you can see. I am not judging you this evening. But think about it. You know HIV is real. You know there are STDs hanging around. You want to be a rich man, and you are living a loose life. Set principles. The principles will guide you. Your own principles will save you from death. Your own principles will save you from destruction. Because if I want my children to live a good life in the future, and I am their role model, I am not going to live just any life for them to see. Because what I do is what they will copy. I am the first man my daughter is seeing. I am the yardstick with which she is going to measure any other man in the future. And therefore my life should be worth living, so that she can get an effective yardstick. But if I come and I slap my wife in front of my daughter, how am I training her mind? Ladies and gentlemen, set principles. Principles to effective living. You cannot just live any life if you want to manage yourself properly. And in certain principles, taking me to my next point, which is the point 7. Wherever you find yourself, ladies and gentlemen, give praise. Appreciate where you are. Appreciate where you are. Appreciate what you have been blessed with. Appreciate the things that you have. Appreciate life. You see, the thing about appreciation is, the more you appreciate life, the more you get out of life. You see, it's a very funny principle. The more you complain about life, the more you get things to complain about. The more you appreciate life, the more you get things to be appreciative of. So if you are in life and you are complaining, why is my life like this? My life is hard. I am not getting anything. Why are these things like this? Why is that like that? You realize that the things will continue to happen in your life so many times that you will not stop complaining. But once you appreciate, you don't have enough, we know. But once you appreciate the life that you have, God has given me this life. The Creator has blessed me with these people to be my friends. The Creator has blessed me with food to eat. The Creator, I am not sleeping at the train station. I am praying for everybody sleeping at the train station to come out and get a place to sleep. But when it happens, I am not that type of people. I am not sleeping anyhow. I appreciate my life. That is when the Creator, with life itself, the principles of life, will give you more. You remember the principles of the talent, the story of the talent. The people who appreciated their gift and worked with it, when the master came, they were blessed with more. But the guy who went to hide his talent, he never appreciated what the master gave him. Because if he appreciated it, he wouldn't have hidden it. He was murmuring, telling himself that this master, he reap where he hasn't sown. This is a story you have heard, so I'm not going to read it from the Bible again. As a matter of fact, I've got a little time and I've got a lot to talk about. And therefore, appreciate life. Look, me, I appreciate my life. I love myself so much that if I were a woman, I would have married me. I appreciate my life. If you talk to my mother, if you talk to my wife, they will tell you that me, I appreciate my life. I may not have much, but I love where I am because I know where I am going is blessed. And as you are appreciating your life, give praise for what you have. Give praise. Look, I am not saying go and stand in church and go and do what the religious people do. Giving praise can be that you are not even opening your mouth. But at the inner part of yourself, of your soul, in your subconscious, in your thinking, you are giving praise to God. You are giving praise for what you have. If you are driving a 2005 Vauxhall Corsa, you are giving praise for that Vauxhall Corsa. And as you give praise, you are believing that a day is coming. You are driving a Range Rover Evoque Sports, or you are driving what is the name of this car? A Jaguar F-Pace. As you are driving that low class car, you are giving praise. And as you are giving praise, you are expecting your goal to happen, because you are already working on your goals. And as you are working on your goals, you are expectant that your goals are going to happen. You give praise. Give praise. Give praise. And expect. Be expectant. Be expectant. If the business is not growing, expect the business to grow as you give praise. If the business is at a standstill, you are working on it, expect the business to grow. Be expectant. If the money is not coming, be expectant the money is coming. If whatever you are expecting, expect it. Keep expecting it. As you continue to give praise. And as you are expecting, you need to make a checklist, because as the goals start coming to pass, you are checking the list. You will be checking the list, and you will know which one has come, which one is not coming, so that you can be able to drive your expectations right. You make a checklist. If you didn't get everything, I will go through the steps again, so don't worry too much. Our time is moving very fast, and I would give you the last point, the last but not the least, the point 10. And as you make successes, do not stay on your previous success. Do not let your previous success get into your head. You see, there are some people, when let's say they are looking for a job, the end goal of their lifetime goals is to own companies. But when they find a job that pays better, then it goes into their head, they will celebrate this job that pays better so much, so well, that they would stay there until it becomes a job that doesn't pay anything. When some people, they want to own houses, and they buy their first house, they will be so happy so much that they will keep celebrating the one house that they bought. They will be there celebrating, and they will never be able to move forward. And that is when your success becomes a curse. Your success is then preventing you from moving to your next success. Do not stay in your last success. The enemy of success is your last success. That one can prevent you from making more successful achievements. And therefore, do not stay in your last success. Once it is done, you give praise to God, you move on to the next success. You move on to the next goal. You keep achieving, because the achieving is good for God. Achieving is good for your Creator. He made you, and He is expecting you to succeed. If you don't succeed, it means He is a bad manufacturer. But God cannot be bad. The Creator cannot be bad. And therefore, it is up to you to prove Him right. The Creator cannot be a bad Creator. It is all up to you. Ladies and gentlemen, what did I say? It is all up to you. Do not stay in your last success. I am going through the list again. You see, man was made to manage the affairs of the earth. Man was made to manage the resources of the earth. Man was made to ensure the continuation of effectiveness. And man was made to ensure efficiency. If you are listening to me, God bless you. Okay, so if you want to write it again, the first point, you make up your mind to achieve. You set up your mind to achieve. You let achieving be your goal. You set goals ahead of you. Where you want to be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, in the next 20 years, in the next 50 years. As a matter of fact, how do you want your generation to be like? Set goals. And after you've set goals, the point 2, you prepare for the goals that you have set. You prepare for the goals that you have set. And after preparing for the goals, point 3, you need to be specific with the goals. You need to set the goals right on paper. Write them down on paper. So if you want to have 3 houses, write them down. Everything under this earth is achievable. And the Bible was clear. The Bible said, as wide as you will open your mouth, I will fill it. And the point 4, you plan. Planning is paramount. You need to plan your success. Plan your achievement. Plan for your goals. Write the planning down. You should be able to show me, if you have a goal, you should be able to show me a plan to your goal. How is this thing going to work? Which steps am I going to take if this should fail? Never be scared of failure. Never ever be scared of failure. Failure is good because it helps you to learn. And when you fall, get up. When you fall, get up. And when this is the 5th point, when opportunities present themselves, take advantage of it. Take advantage of opportunities. Do not be scared. Face them. However it may look like, face them. If it doesn't work, get up and face them again. When opportunities beat you down, don't lie on the floor. You are a failure when you give up, but never give up. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And as you are facing the opportunity, you set principles. Set the principles right. Set principles for yourself. Set principles for the business. Set principles. There are some monies you don't touch. There are some monies you give them out as gifts. Set principles. You must know what to do and when. Set principles for yourselves. If you read 3 books a week, make sure you are setting principles and you are living by it. Point number 7. Give praise for what you have. Give praise for what you have. Point number 8. Expect your goals to happen. Expect goals to happen. Expect goals to happen. My mother, I thank you very much. And as you are expecting your goals, you need to do your checklist and keep checking everything that is coming in, because that is when you know what is happening. And after you've made your checklist, when the thing starts to happen, do not stay in your previous success. However the success will come, give praise and move on. My name is Patrick, And this has been Time with Patrick. The time is 5 minutes to hit 10 o'clock. Today has been a very fruitful day. We have spoken a lot. I didn't get a chance to open the phone lines. We have 5 minutes to go. I just want to remind you that you visit www.patmacradiouk.co.uk. Visit our website. Become a member of this radio. There you can sell and buy. If you want to list your wares, whatever you want to list, whatever you want to sell, however you want to buy, there you do not pay on the website. So whatever happens, you need to contact the seller. People will contact you and list your business there, and your life will never be the same. It is www.patmacradiouk.co.uk. The PatMac is PATMAC. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and also on Instagram. It is the Facebook is PatMac Radio UK Official. Just recently, our previous Facebook page that had over 1,000 followers was hacked, and therefore we don't have control over it anymore. But what is happening here is, no matter what happens, we would forge forward. The time is 3 minutes to 9 at 10 o'clock UK time. And then if you are listening, wherever you are listening to me from, if you are in Ghana, it is like 3 minutes to 9 o'clock. Wherever you are listening to me from, may God bless you. If you want to speak to me, you can call me at any time. Maybe you want to share testimony, or you want to talk, you just want to talk. Give me a call, 074-1302-5596. I'll do it again, 074-1302-5596. Or you can send me a WhatsApp message at any time. I'm going to respond. Or when you go on our website, you get all our informations. You can link up at any time. Your life will never be the same, ladies and gentlemen. Your life will never be.
Time with Patrick, 9 p.m. every Tuesday, on PatMac Radio UK.